speak, because sometimes you do things you don't like doing. Fortunately enough, about some 19, 20 years ago, I decided that I didn't want to keep doing something that I didn't enjoy doing. And I wanted to see if it was possible to combine what you enjoy doing and actually being able to make a living at it. And because that is very possible. I didn't know if that was possible 20 years ago, but I decided to work with this company called Nikken, and it's made more than possible. But most people know my story, and also have Morten Andersen on the line. He's out of Oslo, Norway, a Royal Diamond. That means that he's had significant success in helping a lot of people in a lot of different ways, as I am a Royal Diamond, out of the States. I currently, my home is in Houston, Texas, but I have another place out of Sedona. And that's where I am right now. And that's another thing, you can do this anywhere in the world. That's what I really like about this, is that you actually don't have to be tied to a specific location. You can actually help people wherever you are in the world, as long as we operate in those countries. So tonight what we want to do is we want to bring on people who have had a degree of success in Nikken. I'd like to ask them what created the situation that they are doing this now as a business. Some people are doing it full-time. Some people are doing it as a side business. You can do that as a side business along with what you currently do. Do you really love what you're doing, that kind of thing? Or you can transition into, like I did 20 years ago, I created a side business, and over a 12-month period, I transitioned into doing what I do now. And so I wanted to bring a couple of people on. So first of all, Morten, I want to introduce you. Obviously, you've had a great degree of success. You've had great success in business. Not only did doing business in Norway, but I think I met you initially out of Dallas, Texas, when you were out there. You're very creative, you're the best I've ever seen at doing anything dealing with a computer. But you were out there looking for businesses, and that's how you and I first met and everything, and had significant success in all aspects. So, Morten, any comments from you before we introduce somebody?
Yeah, that's right. We met in Dallas. That's about 15 years ago, I think, something like that.
Yes.
And you're right. I was actually I was there looking for a business, and I remember somebody showed me one of the Nikken products, and I really couldn't. I really didn't believe what I saw actually when I saw the insole test the first time. That was really amazing. So I just had to see what this was about. I need to understand more about that product, and that one product, the Nikken insoles, was actually the eye-opener for me. What made me look more into what this company really was. And I'm really happy about that now. So I have now been running my Nikken business for over 13 years actually. Before Nikken, I worked as a CEO and a technical director in a few high-tech companies dealing with electronics and software and things like that. And I'm originally an engineer by education. So, but once I saw these products, and once I saw the business model especially, I remember, Chris, you came over to Norway just to show me the business model. I'm really grateful for that now, because I think we sat together for I think 4 or 5 hours or something the first night, and after those hours, yeah, go on.
I was saying you didn't have a choice because I was staying with you.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So you were very clever there. You said, Morten, I will be coming, and you better have a room ready for me. I need to stay there for one night. So, well, I had no choice. But anyway, you showed me the business, and I had another idea what this business was about before you came. But after you had shown me what this was really about, I understood that this will be my way out of the rat race I was in. So I actually chose to leave that traditional, the normal business of high-tech companies and high-profile titles and everything. I chose to leave that to get more freedom. That was actually the reason for why I left the traditional business and started with my Nikken business. And I never regretted that.
What's interesting is you have an engineering background.
Yep.
I have a financial background, and you wouldn't think an engineer and a financial person would be be interested in promoting health and wellness and lifestyle and all that. But you know what? If you're in those two businesses long enough, you want to do something to have fun, and that's the reason why I did it. I want to have a life, But anyway, well, we have some really great people online, and Morten, let's bring somebody on to talk about themselves and why they want to.
Let's do that. So let's start with Charlotte from Denmark.
Charlotte from Denmark. Are you there, Charlotte?
Yes, I am.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Always good. Yeah, I'm Charlotte. I'm from Denmark. I've been doing this for a couple of years. I've known about Nikken for a couple of years, and I'm very lucky. I see myself lucky that Nikken came my way. Business opportunity for the first time, really big. My background is almost everything. No, not economics and things like that, but I have always been doing things I loved. So I have done a lot of things. I'm a florist as a background. I'm a sports teacher. I've been dancing. I've been doing dance shows in the US. I have been making sports events, and I have been working in Tanzania.
Wow.
So I have done a lot of different kind of things and all kind of small jobs as well.
Right.
But I found out, and I actually know for always my family tells me that I was not cut out for working 9 to 5.
Right.
I always thought that there must be more to life than that.
Right.
So that's why I'm very lucky that Nikken came my way, because for me it's a place where I can work when I want to and gain what I want to.
Right.
And for me, I have a little son who's just turned 2, and I love for me to be able to be with him, see him grow up. He's in daycare, but at that time I work. Go shopping and do all the things. No, I sit down, we play, we do all the fun stuff, and then I put him to bed, and then I work again. So for me that's just that's life. And I also have this that I want to have fun while I'm young. I don't want to drive the sports car when I'm 80, because that's when I can afford it. No, it's now that it's fun to drive the sports car. So that's what I want. You always see these old men driving these convertibles, and you just think, okay, now the wife is dead and now you're allowed to drive one or something like that. Now you have no children and they're not going to have all your money, so you just buy this this car. So I want to drive it before that. And what I really like about Nikken, besides all the products, is that we have a support system. You're never alone, and you always meet happy people. You always see smiles, and you always feel inspired. Wherever you go and meet Nikken people, you always have something to talk about, and they're always so kind to you. Doesn't matter if they are from Russia. I've met some Russians in the US a couple months ago, and the US, we have leaders all over the world, and it's just so much fun. Yeah. So,
well, I do know you like traveling and that kind of thing, and that's kind of like with me. I love to travel, Charlotte, and this has allowed me to do business all over the world, create friends all over the world, and kind of go where I want to go. Even though now we do a lot of what we do over the internet. It used to be I travel a lot, but now because we're really focused on being able to communicate through the internet. Really, I just travel when I want to and where I want to go and have fun and and kind of mingle with people that are really good friends of mine. So it's a
And
really
that
cool
makes
thing.
it more fun because you start over the internet, get some acquaintance somewhere exotic maybe, and then when you have a team there, you go visit them, and then you have fun. So you don't have to do all the expenses first. You take it nice and easy, and then you go have fun with your team down there. So
Yeah,
that's
really.
just another way of doing it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well,
But as Morten says, freedom is an important part. You just decide what you are going to use the freedom for.
right.
For me, right now, is the family, and of course, I want to travel.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on and sharing that with us, Charlotte. I appreciate that. Thanks. Well, yeah, freedom is real important, and traveling and having fun to me is real important. So, who else do we have, Morten?
Oh, we have lots of people. Let's start with Bo. Are you there, Bo?
Okay, yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
okay.
can, Bo. Where are you from? Where are you?
I'm in Tønsberg, 10 miles south of Oslo, Norway.
Oh, okay.
And I started Nikken 12 years ago when I used to work in the post office. And the reason why I started Nikken was that I noticed at once that the products worked, and I saw a really big potential in the business. And then I started to work with it, and I really like very much to work with Nikken. I'm today a platinum distributor and on my way to diamond. And I, besides of the working with the business, we meet very positive people all over the world. So I really like this business. And my intention in the long term is to, I'm married to a beautiful Philippine girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
That's
our
cool.
intention is to have a house in Cebu, Philippines.
Whoa.
And we also want our own place as a vacation place in the island Bantayan, outside that city. And I really want to build a big team in Philippines as well as in Norway and all over the world also. But especially in Philippines, I really like to have a business.
That's really good.
Yeah, and our purpose is in to help poor people there, especially the children, to have their own education. Really like to do the business also because of that. Yeah, that's a very short story.
Hey, you know what? I think that's really awesome. And by the way, Bo, when you get your new place in the Philippines, let me know so I can come visit you, okay?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks for sharing.
Thanks a lot, Bo. Okay.
That's one good thing about this, Morten, is that you get to go all over the world and visit people in really some really neat places.
And that's even easier now when we can talk to people all over the world through Skype and other services on the internet. And once people have started up the different places, we can go there and have more meetings and fun with them.
Yes.
Absolutely. So let's get on to the next one, which is Reini from the Netherlands.
Reini from Netherlands, how are you?
Yes, please, I'm fine. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'm Reini. I'm from Holland. I'm a teacher. I was a teacher for nearly 25 years. I had my own training center in healing, massage, and so on. And then Nikken came on my way. I started with the products. And after a few months, I really realized what the business was all about, and I was so inspired by the feeling that I can help so much more people than staying only at my own place and seeing only the people who are there. And it really makes my world so much bigger, and I learned so much, and I'm still learning. I traveled a lot. I was in countries that I thought I would never be. I learned different people. I have the feeling that now I can teach about what is really, really important in life, about health in so many different ways. And right now I'm so happy because I moved from Holland to Germany that we are doing so much by internet. I thought a few months ago that I never would go on Skype, that I would not like it. So my world is again more open now, and that's what I see when I'm looking back now, that I'm still going out of my comfort zone. And that's because of the group is also supporting us as leaders. I'm a diamond, but the feelings to grow every time and to learn different things, and that I'm now on Skype and working with my team wherever they are, that's what's making me happy. And to see that this will not stop when I'm 70 or 80, we can go on. And yeah, I'm happy with it, and I really love to inspire a lot of people in the coming time, and especially also the young people.
Absolutely, Ronnie. Well, what's interesting is that you were from, will you call it East or Northeastern Holland?
East of Holland, yes.
Yeah, East Holland. Okay, let's call it Eastern Holland. And you decided that now you live in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
So
yes.
You can do business in any of those countries anyway, so it doesn't matter
yes.
where you live.
Yes, we are now, after living here 8 months, building our network here, and it's really building up, and I'm going to sign up one of the people here in our network. Some others are interested, so I really am happy to start here also. Wow. And it doesn't mean that I have to leave the people in Holland. No, I'm Skyping with them whenever they need it, and I'm still building new people in Holland too. So I never thought, a year ago, I would not thought that I would have done what I do now, and that's only because working with the team, and what I learned is to stay open for every way to do Nikken and to really practice it and to see what it is meaning for you. Because wow. If I really had listened to my head, I would not have done it. But because the group was really going, and I said, okay, I have to give it a try. And yes, so I'm still learning to really open my mind for everything that is coming up.
Well, you're doing awesome, Ronnie. Thank you so much for your leadership in a big way. Diamond distributor, by the way, Ronnie Beaverdam. Out of actually Germany, even though she's Dutch. so anyway, all right, well, Morton, we got more people here.
Yeah, we do. Let's go to the U.S. and go to Suzanne Truax.
Suzanne Truax. I always call Suzanne Truax our resident nurse. I mean, she is so knowledgeable in health and that kind of thing. Suzanne, are you there?
I'm here. Hi. My name is Suzanne Truax. I'm a registered nurse. I live in Houston, Texas, and I've been a nurse for 30 years. Used to be director of nursing for a home care company that was part of one of the large hospitals here in Houston in the medical center. And we were originally introduced to Nikken because of the need of the products through a trusted friend. And so that was the beginning of launching our Nikken journey. But what has been so important to us through the years is the freedom that Nikken has given us and our family. It's always wonderful to have the technologies in your home when you have a crisis in your family. So that's one of the things that I love, is that we have always had the technologies here. And as we had a child who had focus problems, my husband was severely injured in a car accident. My grandmother came to live with us, and we thought she would pass away in a short period of time. She lived for 6 years. And, you know, nurses are very trusted authorities on health, actually more trusted than physicians. And so as people in our life saw the changes that we were able to make in our family, they started asking us what we were doing. And so we have a huge team of people in 13 countries, and it's given us lots and lots of freedom. Recently, our son was married in Cancun, and it was really awesome to be able to write that trip off. It was awesome to be able to continue to share with our new family who are from another country, who's come into our life now through our new daughter-in-law, and to be able to launch our business even further into that country. So it's given us lots and lots of freedom. I kind of look back and think, if I was still at the hospital working for a corporation, all the choices that would not have been mine through the years. And I'm thankful every day for the choices that we've made to build a business while living a desirable lifestyle and living a life on purpose with purpose. So thank you for the opportunity to share our Nikken story and why we continue to passionately and fiercely love this business every day, and to make it a point to sincerely look for people every day that we can build our business of helping other people.
Thanks a lot, Susanna. You are one of the most caring people I know, and I know you've helped thousands, literally thousands of people all over the world. It's a tribute to you, so thank you very much for that.
Thanks.
Yes.
Well,
even more people that wants to speak, Chris.
Go ahead.
All right, so let's go back to Norway and to Knut Helle.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Knut.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great. And you?
I'm doing awesome. I'm sitting here looking at the red rocks here in Sedona. It's in time. I know you're at nighttime, and I'm like a little bit after noon here. So isn't that great to be anywhere in the world and talk? But share with us your story, Knut. I mean,
yeah, short version of my background. I started out in the army as an officer, and I worked there for a couple of years. Then I've been into logistics and computer companies. And when my old friend talked to me about the Nikken opportunity, he actually thought about my wife, who is a nurse, registered nurse, and he thought about her regarding the products. But instead of her getting fired up about the Nikken story, I was the one that caught up with it, and I saw immediately the opportunity to have more freedom and time and money freedom, and that's what I really want. So I've been doing Nikken for about 11 years now, and I'm a platinum distributor, and moving on to diamond.
well, you know, you seem like a kind of a military person, and you're pretty quantitative and which is really good. You have you really get focused and do stuff. So I can see that.
Yep.
Well, thanks a lot, Knut, for sharing information with us. I really appreciate that.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Morten. I know we have some more people, and I want to get as many people. We have a number of people. I don't know if we'll be able to get everybody, but we have a number of people that have some really great backgrounds and stories and their wives and that kind of thing. So I want to share with as many people as possible here.
Take a few more quick ones. Let's start with Tore.
Yes, hi. Tore here.
Hey,
I'm from Oslo, Norway as well.
Yeah, Norway.
A couple of years back, I was presented by a medical doctor who held a presentation. I immediately saw that some of these products that was for me totally new. I wanted them immediately, and it worked very, very nicely as I hoped. So that was amazing. I passed 56 years old when I knew about that. I'm business educated myself, and have been working in big corporations marketing had various management positions, and was a bit fed up with that kind of life, every year being more busy than last year, and it's a carousel that spins quicker and quicker. So I saw that Nikken could be a sort of plan B for me. I like the idea, I like the way it works, and it has been a plan B up until this year. This year I will turn into my plan A. I want the freedom of life, being my own boss, and I love the idea that it also is a system that has a proven predictability. It's a system that if you follow a mechanism that is proven over the years, results will come. And the teamwork like we have today all over the world, international, is I'm used to that. I like that. Being an own boss without the teamwork isn't an option. And I see now that I have a strong idea that I turn into my mission, because it grows stronger every day, that you can make the world a much better place. First of all, the time pressure everybody is in this is a solution. You can work in a different manner. You can work with a freedom, and it makes the day much better. But also everybody has an upside on their health, and the combination of a better working life and even better health makes a great opportunity and a great feeling. And lastly, I think that the idea of retirement that people are thinking about during the working life is one of the worst ideas in this world. The idea that you should stop working. I want to have something to do that is my job, my mission, something I like, that I will continue doing, that keeps me alive and keeps me awake every day, and I have something to work for. And Nikken you can do every day the rest of your life. Talking to people is the best job you can have.
You know, it's kind of interesting, Tor, what you were saying is a lot of people, you know, when they talk about retirement, usually what happens is that people think about retirement or doing things they want to retire from. How about that? They really don't want to be doing that forever because they really don't like it. It's a way to earn income. And there's lots of ways to earn income, and I mean, everybody has their choices of what they do and everything, but most people don't know that there is other ways that even you could build on. You don't have to just do it. You have to quit one thing to start another. Like me, many years ago, I actually did both for a time. Took a little bit of sacrifice, but I knew that it was the best decision I ever made. And so if you enjoy what you do, Tor, you really don't have to retire from it ever because you don't get tired of it. So, so it's pretty good. So, but appreciate your comments, and coming from you're kind of an analytical kind of guy too, right?
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah. So, hey, from one analytical guy to another, hey, we're on the right track, okay?
Thank you.
So anyway, all right. Well, Morten, there's a few more people I'd like to bring on here.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's go back to, or take one more Norwegian, and then we end up with the US again. So let's start with Sigrun Hansen. And Sigrun, if you want to, you can do this in English or in Norwegian. It's up to you. And if you want to do it in Norwegian, then Jannicke will translate for you.
Yes, okay. I take some in English and some in Norwegian.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, Sigrun and Harry Hansen from the west coast of Norway. We have been 12 years in Nikken, platinum distributor, and our background are from egen virksomhet.
Your own business.
Yeah, in 36 years, and we like MLM business because that it will give us more freedom, work where we want to be, and travel a lot, be our own boss. And now we will attract us new good leaders and build wellness home all over the world, so we all can take care of our own health. and can have the best. Most people say they have bra, they har det bra, och det är fienden till bäst. Jannica.
Most people say that they're okay as opposed to having a great time.
Yeah, and we can see now in the, since Nikken have been international internet-baserad business, and they can take us to a new country. Yeah, we like to live in a positive part of the world. Yes.
Yeah. Well, let me say this. You live in a really beautiful part of the world. I've been there. That's like, boy, you overlook the bay. I mean, one of the fjords. It's just, and mountains are all around you. I mean, it's like, it's really nice. You guys have a dream home out there, Sigrun, and you and Harry are doing really awesome. So thanks for sharing that. And by the way, I'm going to just go ahead and, Morten, since we have Jannica on. Jannica, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, my name is Jannica Haga, and I'm also from Norway. I come from Oslo, but I've lived quite a few other places around, at least in Europe, but also in Australia many years ago. I have more of a corporate type of background, working for large corporations, but also startup companies, and I've also worked a little bit independently for myself. And then some years back, Knut got in contact with me regarding Nikken, and I was at the time, I'd worked before for Tempur-Pedic, if people know that. And I thought, okay, well, the concept is interesting, and if it's anything like the experience I'd had with Tempur-Pedic, I thought this is interesting, and the fact that you can build your own business, it can do good for people, and so on. And over the years now, I mean, I've come to see that it's a lot more than that, and you know, you can get to have more of a balance in your life, and like Charlotte was saying, do the things you want to do when you want to do them, and you can help people keep their health. I get to travel a lot and meet a lot of people and make a lot of new friends whom I would never really have met otherwise. And I learn a lot. I've learned a lot over these years, so you know, there will only be more coming up over the next years.
Well, anyway, thanks a lot, Jannica. I mean, you know, the common theme of what I'm hearing is freedom, fun, being able to travel when you want to, get up when you want to, go to bed when you want to, and build a kind of life that you want to, and not have people tell you when you can take holidays or not, or vacations or not, or whatever. And so it's really interesting. So I can really identify with a lot of things that people have said today. But we have one other person I want to bring on out of the States, Morten. Is John there?
John's here.
Hey, John.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah. Now, John, you have a pretty interesting background, but I'm not going to say anything. You go ahead. You there, John? Hello, John. We can't hear you. Are you muted, or did you hit a button, or whatever? I'll tell you a little bit about John while he's trying to get back on here. Are you there?
And you hear me now?
Yep.
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, there you go. Now we can do a Verizon commercial. We're all set. You can hear me now. All right. This is an exciting call to be on. You know, it's an honor to know all these people from different parts of the world. What I have found since I've been part of this magnificent company is that there's people all over the world that have similar needs and wants and desires to have freedom, and they're great folks. They're people just like us. It's amazing. To give you a little bit about my background, my name is John St. John. I live in Sugar Land, Texas, which is a little bedroom community southeast of a hick town called Houston. It's one of the smaller towns in the United States. But at any rate, since the early 70s, I've been in the building business, building commercial buildings, apartments, developing land, building custom homes and remodeling. And that's really been my trade and my dream, and it was a sort of a lifelong dream to do that. After I got out of college and graduate school in the Army, I started doing that. And my business philosophy has always been dedicated to excellence in custom construction. But then a few years ago, when in a business meeting, I met Pat Truax, Suzanne Truax's husband, and I was introduced to this opportunity to make a difference in the lives of people financially and physically. And that was very intriguing to me. In addition to that other activities, I'm a licensed minister, and for over 30 years I've done counseling and whatnot, and I've realized that and had seen over the years that in U.S. dollars, $500 would save most of the marriages that are failing in the United States today. And that seems like just a small amount of money, but if you don't have it, it can make or break a family relationship, especially when it seems so hard for people to make ends meet. And so what I have seen is this opportunity has developed into the most exciting and lucrative opportunity I could ever have imagined. And as I go through my day, I continually run across people whose financial numbers are just not working for them. And when you add in the challenge of all the aspects of the economic world and the opportunity to share this opportunity over the Internet, the business to me is in an explosive position. What I found is the relationships I've experienced in different locations are now enhanced by the ease of the Internet, making all this long-distance relationships more personal. For instance, talking to the people that I've just been listening to, I now have a visual picture because I've seen them on whether it's been a Skype call or one of these webinars where you can use the Internet. But now they're people to me. They aren't just names or voices. And these are successful people from all walks of life that are pumped about sharing an opportunity to other folks who would love to have that opportunity and just don't know where to find it. So as a result, I've changed my philosophy from dedicated excellence in custom construction to dedicated excellence in quality of life. And now what I see is in the future is spending time as we desire, my wife and I, to continue to look for opportunities to share this blessing. Because we know we found something that really does change lives. And I wake up every morning and every day asking God to give me the opportunity to share that. And what I found is Nikken is something to retire to and not from. I couldn't imagine sitting around watching TV when I have something this exciting to share with people.
Well, thanks a lot, John. Appreciate it. I like that what you said there, retire to, not retire from. Because a lot of people, really it's the opposite of that. They want to retire from something because it really, it's just something to earn a living on. And with what we have, you can actually create a lifestyle. And what's really great about this with all the different people that come on is that you don't have to go like from one to the other. You can transition, or you can do both forever, whatever you want to do. But you can keep doing what you're currently doing and do this on the side with a great support team and a great mechanism to increase success chances significantly. So, it's just a lifestyle. I'll just say this again just to sum up, and I know, Morton, you've seen that significantly yourself. You've had I was mentioning to you before the call, and I'll say this on this call, is that Morton's one of the most successful people in our business in all of Europe and the world. And, I would just say this, is that anyone who's interested in creating a life that you really only thought you could dream about, this is something. I'll end it on a little story I had this week with a person who was who's a carpenter, and I was talking to, and really was talking in a state of, oh boy, I really would like to do this, I really like to do that. I said, well, how come you're not doing it? Oh, I can't do it. I said, well, why not? Because I don't have the ability to do it. There's so many people just like that don't have the ability because they never thought they could really actually achieve their dream. All I'm saying to anyone listening on this call it not only is possible, but you can do it doing something you love to do. So talk with a person who invited you on this call and to ask them more about this. And if you ask them, you could probably talk to a number of these people that are actually on this call that was talking, and you can ask specific questions to any of them. So again, I'd like to thank everybody for being on this call today, and I really, really enjoy the conversations we had, and appreciate everybody's input. So thanks again. Morten, any last thoughts from you?
Oh, I think that summarized everything very good, actually. I believe that the Nikken business now looks greater and brighter than ever. Since we started to use the internet the way we do today, it's so much easier to actually build a worldwide business. And where else can you do that from your own home? Without any employees, without any inventory, without anything. And still build a big global business. It's just amazing, absolutely.
Not only that, but how many times have we done a call like this in the previous years? I can't even think of, we might have done one or two in about 10 years. Now we do these almost weekly.
Yeah, that's right. And we have people on the call from all over the world, actually, so that's really exciting.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
So anyway, well, have a great day and weekend. Look forward to talking to everybody. Thanks.
Thank you.